Hello, lovely viewers. It's Cassie Belle, and this is Sage here again for the next stop on the casual's path to the Astrologian. So, we are not looking forward to this dungeon. Nope. I hate Sunken Temple of Qarn as a low level, and I'll explain why when we get in there. First, let me give you some leveling tips. This isn't just for, this doesn't have to be just for healer. This can be for really any class. But as a healer, your dungeon queues are they're pretty good. So dungeon spamming is really the best way for you as the healer to level up. The other ways for you to level, there are, there's plenty of ways, but one of them is fates. Fates are world events that you can find throughout whatever zone you're in, and they're marked with these big blue circles on your map. And there's several different types of fate. There's boss fates where you fight one big guy. There's fates where you fight just basic enemies. There's escort fates, and then there's fates where you collect a certain type of resource. And there's also side quests, which I'll show you one. There's like this. There's see that little icon over the Lolafell's head? And you can pick up side quests, but I recommend you pick up side quests that are near your level. So I'm 35 right now, so I would need side quests that are level 35 or level 35. There's also guild leaves, which you can get from anybody with any NPC with leave mate under their name. And then there's also daily roulettes, which is probably this and dungeon spamming is probably what you'll be using. But you have, at least at this low level, the only roulettes that you'll have are leveling roulette and then Guildhest roulette, which I haven't unlocked the Guildhest roulette on Sage yet, which I'll do that off camera. But roulettes, as you can see by the description, and it basically picks a dungeon from among the ones that you've already unlocked, and you do that. And if you're an adventurer in need, it'll give you extra goodies. And then there's, of course the last one, and is a lot of people consider it their least favorite, and that is Palace of the Dead. I'll cover Palace of the Dead in a whole other video. I'll dedicate a whole other video to Palace of the Dead because it's kind of complicated to explain in the intro to this particular video. So my recommendation is that you do, so an overview is for leveling dungeon spam, fates, daily roulettes, side quests, guild leaves, Palace of the Dead. And I recommend you do a little of each of these instead of just picking one and sticking with that, because if you just pick one, it gets real old real fast, and nobody wants that. Panicked a little early there, Sage. Anyway, so with that out of the way, now is the time for Sunken Temple of Qarn. And I don't want it. I don't want to do it. I don't want to do it, but I gotta do it. So let's cue into Sunken Temple of Qarn. Oh, look at that. Insta-Q. Awesome. Yay. I'm so happy for that. Are you happy for that? I'm not happy for that. House of the Dead, in case you're curious, you unlock it from this NPC right here, this Lalafell, sitting on the box. But anyway, we'll get into that in a later video. Alright, here we go. Don't want to. Alright, cast Protect. Thank God everybody's a job. Oh, I forgot to say hello to everybody. There we go. Alright, Balance is the first card. Oh. Oh, look at that, we leveled. Oh, we'll give it to the monk. One of the issues I usually have with Sunken Temple is people still don't equip their job crystals in here, which is really stupid. But anyway, so when you first come in, there's a thing up there that tells you that tells you the answer to the puzzle, the quote unquote puzzle that's coming up at the end of the dungeon before the first boss. And we didn't look at it because it appears like everybody knows what it is, but it involves you collecting stuff like this on the pedestals. But we don't need the Helm of Might because it's not required for the puzzle. The two requirements for the puzzle are the Fruit of Knowledge, I think it's called, and then the Flames of something. Okay, here we go. This is why I hate this dungeon. The bees. The bees do Final Sting, and you really don't want them to get that off, so you need to mark them. And you need to kill them, like, right away. And the fact that we're not killing it. Okay, there we go. So yeah, that's another reason why I hate this dungeon. It's because of those damn bees. Now this Qarn facer, don't worry too much about that thing. It eventually comes back. So if you don't kill it now, don't worry. It'll come back. It'll give you, like, I think 2 more opportunities to kill it. And it looks like we might actually end up killing it. Ow. I was nowhere near that, sir. Whatever. I just realized we're all lawless except for the monk. Alright, why are you not killing the bee? Kill the bee. Oh. Kill the bee, please. You have to kill the bee. Oh my god. Absolutely prioritize the bee over anything else. Alright, so you can see behind me there's this big-ass thing. And that big-ass thing is the first boss, and this is the other reason why I hate this dungeon. So he has a special mechanic called Doom. You'll see it. super. Oh, and then, okay, so I am level 35. Well, and so now is the time for me to talk about the newest skill that you'll have as an Astrologian, and that is Royal Road. And Royal Road basically gives new power to your cards. So for the Spire, it becomes an AoE spell. So the next card that I play will be cast on everybody. And oh, kill these Wesps. Kill them fast. They cast Final Sting too. So the next card that I draw and cast will apply to everybody within a certain perimeter of me. Okay, that is Doom. For Doom, find the glowy platform, step on it quick. Okay, hello, step on it quick. We're here. Oh god, the tank's gonna die. Oh, and I don't have Swift Cast. Shit. Alright, so for Qarn. Oh shit. Okay, so for Qarn, you really want Swift Cast. Oh, we're gonna die. Okay, well, I'm just gonna die. Yep. Just kill me, please. Ow. Just kill me. Alright. Okay, so, alright, so, if you're in Qarn, you really, really want, Swift Cast, because of that very reason right there. You don't necessarily need Lucid Dreaming, but you absolutely need Swift Cast. At least as a white mage, you'll probably need Lucid Dreaming too, but for the most part, you'll probably need Swift Cast, at least, you know, for this first fight. Oh, and I lost my Royal Road too. Yeah. So if you die before you use your Royal Road effect, you lose it. So for the bowl, the bowl's Royal Road effect is it enhances your next card that you draw. It's by, I think, like 100 and something %. But it makes it more powerful, but we're not going to use that yet. We're just going to make sure the tank lives. What's everybody saying? Yeah. So the monk was telling everybody about the platform. So yeah, when he casts Doom, you can stun Doom if you time it right. But it's really hard to time it right. So just deal with it. Oh, and don't point the boss towards the party members because he has a cleave attack, which hurts. So, please don't do that. So, I mean, you're just better off dealing with Doom, honestly. There it is, Mortal Ray, but everybody just calls it Doom. So, look for the glowy platform, step on it. The platform's location will change. There's an Ur. Ur has the same Royal Road effect as Spire. See? The platform changed. Right here. Please step on it quick. Thank you. So yeah, it's this is when shit starts to hit the fan for low levels. Okay. Platform. Yay, everybody's doing it. Oh yes, please, please. limit break. Well, it's okay for him to do that, especially right now, because, okay, so now everybody gets crit. And yeah, you saw there we didn't kill the insects because that's fine. I mean, it's not needed. Kill the bee. So you saw that I gave the crit buff to everybody. The spear's Royal Road effect is it extends the duration of the next card that you draw by, I forget how much. But it's a considerable amount. I think it extends it from to a little over over 25 seconds. I think, yeah. So that may not seem like a lot, but trust me, that is. So I mean, you put an extended damage buff on people, and it's like, hey, that's pretty good. And there's another bowl. I'll give that to him. Oh, you need to get threat on everybody, honey. Stop killing that one. Stop it. This is another reason why I... Stop doing that. This is another reason why I don't like this dungeon, because you have to position these guys on these glowy platforms so that the doors will open. And you may be wondering, why do we care about these doors when it looks like we can go through there? Well, that's because behind these doors are the keys to that puzzle. Flame of Magic, okay. So we need the Flame of Magic and the Fruit of Knowledge for the puzzle to unlock the area for the next boss. And you could actually do it without it. Do it with, unlock the door without these two items. But then if you don't use them, you get enemies that will spawn, and it's bad news bears. So, I guess if you're a more experienced group, you could do that. And it's more XP, but I don't particularly want to. And it doesn't look like anybody else wants to either. Where y'all going? Okay. I don't know why I thought I was a Lalafell. My main is a Lalafell. So I guess I accidentally mistook Sage for a Lalafell. And I know I could have done this series on my Lalafell, on my main, because she's max level. A max level Astrologian, but this is a leveling series after all, so it wouldn't be authentic if I wasn't leveling a new Astrologian, which is fine. I don't mind. Oh, I know I'm holding on to this AoE Royal Road, and I mean you really want to. It's sometimes the AoE Royal Road is really good for the start of boss fights. Like you pop that like at the start of boss fights. Excuse me, sorry. And also if a tank pulls like a gigantic mob. That was a dumb idea. I probably shouldn't have done that. But anyway, I'll just pop it now. I probably shouldn't have, but whatever. But yeah, don't do what I did. I mean, I can get another one, I guess. It's fine. But you really want to save those for, like, at the start of boss fights, or if your tank pulls, like, a huge, a buttload of mobs, like, more than one mob, then you can pop that if you get, like, a damage card after that. And that's the key right there. Like I said, Astrologian is all about RNG. So if you don't get the right card to put on everybody, then the best cards to use for your AoE Royal Road is Balance, Arrow, and Spear. Like that. So I'm gonna give Spear to the monk. Now there is a way to save your cards until you know, your good cards until you need them. But we're not there yet. And I don't think we're gonna be there yet until I can't check. We're probably not gonna be there at that level for a couple videos at least. So probably not the next video, but maybe the video after that. And I'm leveling kind of fast because, as you can see, I have this. See this little orange one. That's this little orange icon that says the road to 60. My server has a buff for all characters under level 60. I'll explain that after we're done with the dungeon. But so this boss fight is really easy. You go in, you kill the soul stone, and that's pretty much it. I mean, you come in, you kill the soul stone, then you damage the temple guardian. Now, if you have the limit break at this point, and he'll run around and he'll kick people in the shins, but that's okay. You can actually stun that room-wide AoE that he does if you stun the Guardian and not the Soul Stone. But if you have the limit break at this point, I would recommend using it on the Temple Guardian as soon as the Soul Stone dies, because as you can see, it's taken a while for us to kick his ass. And you really don't want to you really don't want to attack the Guardian while the Soul Stone is alive, because damage to the Guardian while he's like this is reduced. So that's why you want to kill the Soul Stone first. See, there you go. There's the limit break going off. See? That. Yeah. Wow, I'm almost ready for the next dungeon. Okay, so we're standing around here for a second. Let me take this time to take a drink. Did you just do that? You impatient little fucker. Excuse me. By the way, if you can't remember what each of your cards' Royal Road effect is, when you draw your card, there will be a tiny icon above your card's name or above your card's picture, and it'll tell you what it does. If it looks like a little clock, then it's an extended buff. If you see this little icon right here with the circle and the diamond, it's an AoE. If you see if you see just one diamond above it, that it's a power up for it. And what are you? Really? Okay, well, you sir shall be known as Mr. Impatient. Alright, everything's attacking me now. Okay, so and this Impatient Ninja over here. I don't know why I keep doing that. There's no way for me to save my stuff. I'm not healing you anymore. Go on. I'm not healing you. What's wrong with our tank? I think he said he needed a minute. I'm not healing you. Nope. Nope. I'm gonna be nice and wait patiently for my tank. Okay, Beavis and Butthead keep jumping, so I guess, alright. I mean, I guess technically you could 3-man the dungeon, but the second boss, the last boss is going to be a pain in the ass if you do that, so I strongly recommend not doing that. So I'm not going to stand up there with Beavis and Butthead. There went Butthead. Yep, see. See? It requires patience. Duh. God. I don't like DPS like that. I really don't. I don't like DPS that insist on pulling before the tank is ready. It really irks me. Alright, so this Temple Croc, you want to be wary of him. Do not stand directly behind him because he will do that. Technically, if you wanted to, like, I guess, in a way, I would strongly recommend not standing behind him during that, but at the same time, I do recommend that you stand behind him because, actually, when he does that, while he's channeling that ability, he does not attack. He doesn't like auto attack. He doesn't even auto attack or anything. That's why, boys and girls, you do not get hit by that ability. Oh, karma is a bitch to you, isn't it? Alright, so this hallway, be very, very careful with your pulls here. Be careful where you stand, too, because there's going to be a lot of AoEs in this itty-bitty confined space. Like, these two ghosts have an AoE ability. That Croc, of course, has his stupid tail ability. So be very careful. Again, another reason why I don't like this place, because of this confined area right here. Yeah, don't stand in the ghosts' AoE. These little sperm ghosts, they look like sperm, and they're ghosts, so, you know. So yeah, don't stand in that, because it will silence you. And especially, and that's not good, especially if you're a caster. Alright, here's the puzzle I was talking about. So, the answer to the puzzle is always going to be the exact same thing. So, if you didn't catch the answer at the beginning of the dungeon, don't worry, I'm going to give it to you right now. It's flames on the left pan, and fruit in the right pan. So, and the way I always remember it is flames on the left, fruit on the right, open the door and fight, fight, fight. I know that sounds really stupid, but yeah, that's how it works. So flames on the left, fruit on the right, open the door, so we can fight, fight, fight. Hey, that sounds like a cheer. That sounds like a cheer. I was never a cheerleader, so shut up. Never in my life. Alright, give me a good one. Nope. Alright, fuck you then. Alright, go for it, tank. I mean, if you were trying to ask us if we were ready, you know, we were ready. There is a way to do a ready check, by the way. It's under party and click ready check. Okay, so these things, you don't really have to worry too much about them. You just drag them over here and you kill them on the platforms. Make sure the platform is not glowing, because if you don't... Yep, see, that happened. So, he might come back, or he might not, I don't know. So, kill these things. These little spikes that spawn. Kill them. If you're a DPS. If you're a healer, don't worry about it. Unless the DPS aren't killing it, which then, yeah, you might want to help them out. Oh my god. I want redraw. What level? 45. Holy shit. Alright. Get rid of that paralysis. Alright, so those in the boxes, let the DPS handle those. Don't worry about them. Okay, I thought he was going to do his Verge Pulse, which is the room-wide AoE, but he didn't get it off in time. Those, don't worry about, like I said, don't worry about them. Let the DPS handle that. And the tank just went in there too. Oh my god. Alright, everybody get crit. Yep. Don't stand in those blue lines. Those blue lines, not only do they hurt, but they put paralysis on you. And of the debuffs in this game, paralysis and sleep are my two most hated debuffs. Get out of that AoE, bro. Oh my god. Y'all don't worry about that, just kill the boss. Okay, the boss got stuck in there. Yay. Alright. We'll give it to the tank. He did good. That is a conjurer's weapon. I don't need that because my white mage on this level is... or my white mage on this character is level 60. Yay! People voted for me. How many comments did I get? 2. That's fine. Alright. Okay, so let me real quick show you the royal how to tell what a royal road looks like. And before I do that, let me go to my HUD now and let me make this bigger for you real quick. Alright. Oops. Y'all can see that, I hope. Alright, so I draw a card, and you see that little clock icon above the arrow? That means it's an extended Royal Road. So I click Royal Road, and now the next card that I draw is will be extended for 200% of its original time. So, and that's it. So I mean, if you forget, what Royal Road you have or what your card does, it'll remind you right here on your little arcane gauge right here. So, and you can see the little diamond with the circle for the spire, because it'll be the AoE. Now, if I hit Royal Road again, the spire's Royal Road ability will override the arrow's Royal Road ability. So I hit Spire, and as you can see, Spire is now up for 30 seconds. So I originally said 25 seconds. I apologize. It's actually 30 seconds for the extended duration. So that is really good. You want to save extended for buffs like the attack buff, so the balance, or the bowl. Those are the two big ones that you would want to save Royal Road or the extended buff for. There are going to be other ways that you can extend your card buffs, but I'll get to that in a later video, a much later video. So don't worry about that. So yeah, we survived Sunken Temple with only one wipe. That's pretty darn good. I consider that a win. So I thank you guys for watching the video. Please be sure to hit that like button or the subscribe button if you would like to see more. And Sage and I will see you next time. Take care.